All right, hey, so we are starting a new game um, for a couple reasons. Well, the last game that I had with Magic Realm petered out a little bit. Week three, I had a little bit of a gap. Um, a few things got messed up on my end, and so I did not finish that game. So I did feel bad that we left one hanging. Um, as it happened, someone East Paladin started watching some of these, asking questions, asking about the variant, and that got me sort of back interested again a tiny bit. And then he graciously pointed out that I had dumbly posted a set of videos with zero sound. So, um, so thanks. So I'm going to redo that game. We're going to do it from scratch. I do not have the original setup, of course, but I do have the four characters: Sorcerer, Witch, Wizard, and Berserker. So I think we're going to do another one of those and see how that goes. And I'll either replace those videos or not with these ones. Not that I these, but here we are. But I thought it'd be fun to play again. Folks might have seen the actual variant, which I posted up on GitHub for folks to take a look at, and so they might actually understand a little bit more about what's going on. Um, it looks less like the ravings of a lonely madman, and actually something that you can actually look at and follow along with. So be it. So here is our map. You see the inn over here. We've got four characters total, of course, like all these games. We have the Sorcerer, Witch, Wizard, and the odd man out, the Berserker. He has magic. It's axe magic. he has spear and magic helmet. In this case, it's axe and magic helmet. Um, and that's what he has. We got three of those characters at the end. The Witch, Sorcerer, and Berserker are all at the end. The Wizard is way down here by his lonesome, as you can see there, at the guardhouse. So let's take a super quick look, and then we will get these events started, and put them on the board. So we'll see the Sorcerer first here. I'm going with what I consider to be, a canonical sorcerer build. We're gonna have Fiery Blast, Melt into Mist, Transform. Effectively, oops, I didn't swap his chits around, which I always like to do because I hate when the chits are all mixed up. So there we go. So I think we're gonna start with 4 flip. Oops, we can't have that one flipped. That is a wrong type. There we go. That feels better. Yeah, we're gonna start with 4 of these bad boys flipped. 2 purple magic. We'll keep the 3 fiery blasts. Fiery blast is for weaklings. Transform is for big guys. The sorcerer here starts with big game and dragon hunter. So his first goal is to find a dragon, transform it into a squirrel, stomp it into the ground, score 2 points. That's his goal. He also has ancient scrolls, which allows him to turn in anything with spells, and he can sell it for twice its value to a visitor, which he gets to place on the board. Doesn't care for any of the visitors particularly, so we'll see which one he doesn't hate as much. And by that, largely, we mean, is anyone going to sell his particular stuff? What does the Warlock has? He's the one he doesn't like is the one that sells his stuff, because that's just how we roll. So oh well, so be it. So he can investigate that out. So he's going to place like none of these otherwise work for him in terms of he's going to place a scholar. The scholar sells stuff and he doesn't hate the scholar. So he gets to place the scholar at a dwelling of his choice. It's going to be the inn, and that's his ancient scrolls. And he's going to hope to sell a scroll to the scholar and kill a dragon all in one fell swoop. So he is done. The witch. The witch also has what I consider to be a pretty easy set of choices for the witch. We're going to go with absorb. It takes remedy because she's going to break a curse if she gets it, or the absorb if she doesn't like it. And I'm going to take Torchbearer, which is one of the variant spells. She gets an extra phase in caves. And we use the optional, which makes this a very powerful spell. Once she casts it, as long as she doesn't get a sunlight phase, that she gets a torch chit, and that chit will remain until she leaves the caves. So that makes her super good in caves. And that is going to help her find that magical troll that she's going to absorb. Or tremendous flying dragon, but that's more of a mountainy thing. So we'll hope for that. The wizard is going to go with a little bit of an off. So we play with a variant wizard. He gets a gold 2 chit instead of his move 5. Who gets 3 move 5s? Why would you have 3 move 5s? Why, man? So he doesn't have 3 move 5s. He has a gold, so he can cast 3 types of spells from the get-go. And what we're going to do with our wizard here, because this was successful before, we're going to give him Flame Sword, which is a type 2 purple. Again, a variant spell. And Sleep, another variant spell. And so Sleep, he's going to be able to cast at a time 2. And that gets him away from a lot of things. There's a few things it doesn't, but a lot of things. Sleep has to hit. It's a targeted spell. If it does hit, the dude's put to sleep, and that lets our wizard run away. Flame Sword gives us an L2 star. Now, L2 star, you might go, well, that's sort of pointless. And the answer is, well, so I'm going to inactivate this staff. It is useless to me. If I can get this spell off, L2 star gives me light, medium, heavy, and I can power that with a fight M3. So all of a sudden, I'm doing tremendous 3 damage, tremendous damage on a 3 time to unarmored creatures for certain. But that makes him very, very powerful. Now, he's very powerful against a certain class of tremendous monster and terrible against a lot of other things. We're going to go with that. He's going to Gandalf. And I call this the Gandalf strategy. He's going to, you shall not pass kind of thing and pull out a flaming sword. So that's where we're going. The wizard, I didn't go over the witch's things. I'll get back to her in 1 second. The wizard's quests are navigator. Now, the wizard doesn't need to do navigator. He can choose to discard it. I took it. Now, he does not have to search for his paths. If he walks over 3 paths, he gets the victory point. So I'm going to take that. He also has Windfall, and he's going to burn that first turn. And then Take Cover allows him to hide instantly, which is great because that's going to give us a get out of jail free card, and it's going to allow us to walk around with impunity and get our paths and passages, and also find a monster he can kill with Flame Sword. The witch has Mountain Pilgrim. So I didn't take Broomstick. Now, usually, and if you hear a hissing in the background, I apologize. That is my tea kettle. I usually take Broomstick on the witch because it's such a great travel spell and such a great get out of jail free card. I decided to try to not do that, to make better use of this type 2 chits here that she has. And so I'm going to try I'm going to try to going to try to utilize this Torchbearer to get extra moves in caves. There's not a ton of caves nearby. Like, she has to go quite a ways away to get to here. But I'm trying to utilize this to get to the cavern. I'm going to try to utilize Torchbearer in the borderland, and just see how it goes. You may never see me not take Broomstick again on the witch. It really is good. She does want to enchant 3 tiles, so she is going to enchant 3 tiles. That'll give her the enchanter. Or 3 tiles. I think she gets some kind of mage totem. What does she get if she succeeds that? She gets a mage totem. It's an extra spell phase. 5 uses, so 5 days of extra spell phase. What I will try to use that for is to regenerate her magic chits when she fatigues and has to rest, and then redo color. So the wizard and the witch both get a little variant spell picks. Finally, the Berserker has Tiny Hut, so he can place a scholar down in the valley, which he will. I think the shaman. Does he have shaman? Is he buddies? Yep, he likes the shaman. So the shaman's going to go out pretty much first turn. In fact, I'll do that just now. So he can place the shaman in a valley anywhere, and he'll place him there. So there you go. He's tiny hutted. He also has locate the shrine, so he just has to get lucky and find the shrine. And he has envoy, which is he executes a trade phase with the rogues, and then he'll have to execute a trade phase with someone else he's friendly with, which would be the lancers. So that's it. That's where we're at. Let's get these events done and set on the board, and we can get started. So a peddler appears at a dwelling. You'll notice I've created at least tables so that I don't have to continue to refer to my my stuff here. So we're going to roll a dwelling. Oops, I'm flipping it. I want to roll it. Dang. 5, large campfire. So the peddler appears. Oh, darn it. There we go. Peddler appears at the large campfire. So that's it. I believe the first, so he has 4 treasures, which we will draw if anyone gets to him. Peddler has 4 treasures. You can sell any single treasure to him at face value, or buy one at 4 times face value, which sort of sucks, actually. However, the first character to purchase a treasure from the peddler gets 1 VP. So it is worth a VP to find him and to trade with him, if you can manage to do that. The next event is Broken Wagon. Broken Wagon appears in a D8. It appears, and it's a custom chart, unfortunately. So I can't show off my little tables that I made there. Let me roll. Place a token in one of the following tiles. 7. So 7 is the cliff. So it's the cliff here, and we'll roll a d6 for the actual location is cliff 3. Broken Wagon is there. You have to get there, and then you roll a die to resolve the Broken Wagon. You can have to repair it, fight some ogres, fight some raiders, or it's abandoned and you can just search it. And then finally, Storm is coming. That is a little bit Crappy on week 1, but sure. Make a roll, place the storm marker on the calendar that many days from today. So a roll. So a roll, by definition, is pull 2 dice, 1 and 1, and I will grow them a tiny bit. A roll, unless it's specified, is a magic realm, which is 2 dice. It's 5. So the storm, which is going to be the red sun here, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days from now. It's the end of day 6. So we're just going to put sun there and day 6. And so there it goes. And what storm is coming is any character in shelter. So dwelling, cave clearing, lost city, lost castle gets a VP if you finish your day in shelter. And if you do not, you have to fatigue 1d6 asterisk. Now, honestly, this is usually very easy for everyone to just manage to get back to shelter in that time. But it does put a weird hard limit on your activity for that week. So, all right, that is the setup and the explanation and setup. Maybe that should be a video, and then that will help me sort of shorten these a little bit. So, I think we're going to cut this one off, and we're going to start right into the next one here. So, I'll see y'all in a bit.